Hi guys, today I have a new type of video for you. I don't know how often I'll be doing this or if I will be doing this again at all, because this is a trying to dupe it kind of video for polish pickup. So I have mentioned on my Instagram story before that I have seen a lot of repetition from just polish pickup in general, and I just thought I could share that with you guys, especially inspired by Diana from Some Call Me Coco. She does this series called Shop My Stash, Not the Stores. She basically tries to shop her stash for any mainstream collection releases. And I wanted to do that for indies because I have a extensive indie collection, and also I have realized I just started to lose kind of interest in PPU. I wanted to share that with you guys because I just figured if you are trying to reduce your shopping, this might be a way that could help you out. But of course, theoretically, it might not work out because indie polishes themselves are pretty limited. If I am giving you one example of another indie polish that might be a dupe, you probably couldn't get it anyways. So I don't know. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't buy it, but it's just to put the information out there, and I wanted to use this as a way to dial my own shopping back, and I think it's been helpful. And also it does open my eyes about my own collection, just to realize what kind of colors I tend to have a lot of. However, I do have to say that this is pretty difficult for me to film because for one, the polishes don't come live until very late, and you have a very short amount of window to shop for them. I of course want to put this video up before PPU goes live, but I don't have much time before that in order to get the polishes, find the dupes, film this, edit, and just all of that. It just sounds like it's a lot. Also, I certainly don't have the time to swatch everything. I do have a full-time day job and I have 2 kids. So really, I'm going to show you a lot of polishes. If I do already have a swatch, I would insert it. If not, I would have the polish name down below anyways, so that you can just maybe Google the pictures and you can be the best judge. And of course, all the pictures I've seen about the PPU polishes are other people's swatches. I will give the credit where I saw them from. Maybe you can go look at them, because there's always like color inaccuracy kind of issues when you don't see the polish in person. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. At this go around, I only have 11 polishes. I didn't have a great resource to preview the polishes. I did mention this on my Instagram too, and some of you guys told me about the Facebook group for PPU, so I would be using that in the future, but for this go around I just didn't know of it until it's pretty late and I didn't have the time to prepare for it. So right now I only have 11 polishes, and of course I've seen more than just 11, but those are the ones that I can easily think of dupes for. There are definitely some unique polishes this month, so let's just jump in. It's been long enough of an intro. So first, I want to talk about a topper that Lollipop Paws Lacquer brought out this month. It's called This Is a Gift. So that one looks like it's a topper that shifts, flaky topper that shifts from purple to green. For that one, I brought out 2 polishes, mainly because I couldn't really exactly tell which one is closer to. Both of those I have are from ILNP, so I have Mayfield and I have Supernova. Both of them are flaky toppers and they're shifty. Mayfield has a little bit of a gold on the edges, and it's leaning more blue than teal. It's more like a blue to purple to gold. And then Supernova is more like a teal to purple. So I think either way, it's probably pretty close on the nails, at least when I use those 2 polishes. Unless I have them side by side, I couldn't really tell the difference because it just gives that general blue green to purple shift, you know, so they do look very similar already. So I feel if you already have something kind of shifty topper like that, it might just be enough for you. And then from Your Girl V on Instagram, I saw a couple swatches, actually 3 polished swatches. And the first one is from Glisten and Glow, and the color is called Pink Gerbera Daisies, I think. So that one is a neon pink acrylic with some black glitters and black hollow glitters. So for me, I pulled two colors. Those two are both really bright. I don't necessarily think this one is a neon though. This is from Fancy Gloss. The color is called Fungus. So this one is a really bright pink, slightly leaning warmer, leaning a little bit coral kind of base color. And it has a lot of mainly deep kind of navy blue flakies. But because it is so deep, it's honestly harder to tell if it's black or navy blue. I feel if you're not super picky about the glitter and the color of the glitter, this might just pass your dupe test. Or I also have Supernatural Lacquer Cruel Summer. So this one is definitely a neon orange base, so it's not quite a neon pink. But it also has a lot of, this one actually looks like it's black kind of flakies in there. So it does have that neon to black type of contrast. So maybe that will be good enough for you if you really want the neon. So I think regardless, on the nails, they will provide a very similar vibe. Just that kind of vibrant pink neon base with some blackish added glitter flaky vibe, right? So I feel that will be enough for me to provide the same vibe. And then I also saw Pahlish Breath of the Wild. So that one I'm a little conflicted because I saw it from Your Girl V's swatch on Instagram. I also saw the live swatch from Polished Mage. I will have her channel down below too. And those two polishes look quite different for me. So I can't really decide who has the color accuracy issue, or you know, sometimes it just looks very different against different skin tone. That could be it too. So I was a little conflicted, you know, as far as to like what kind of polishes to show you. But I figured the general idea of that polish is a sage kind of leaning, like a very grayed out kind of sage green base with some pink to gold duochrome shimmer. Some polishes I can think of that look similar to it, but I do not personally own, are Cirque Colors Succulent Garden, and then also KBshimmer Cactus If You Can. So those two polishes I do not own, but they are your pretty typical kind of sage green with the shimmer type of deal. And then I have a few more polishes that are kind of giving that situation, but you can see the color does range pretty wide. So you can see I have 3 from Blush Lacquers. They are all similar in finishes. They're basically a lighter green with a strong shimmer, but the base color do vary. From the lightest, I have Splendid. This one is almost a beige, but it has just a little bit of a green tint in there. It's hard to spot because it's really beiged out, but I do feel the polish is very grayed out, very light. So just the lightness of the color, this one might compare pretty good. And then I have 2 more. They are both from I think it was some sort of garden collection that they did last year. Also, she has more shimmery greens in that collection, so you might even find something that's very similar too. So I have Vanora Horizon and Theodora Delphine. So you can see this one is more like a true grass green. That one is a little bit more beiged out. Can you tell? And then this one has a kind of pink shimmer, and this one has a gold shimmer. So maybe this one is the closest, I want to say, from what I can spot. I also brought out Moonshine Manny. This is the King of Bad Thanksgivings. So this one is a lot deeper, but I do feel the shimmer is the closest because it has a gold to pink kind of shift. So, you know, it's your call what you think is the closest. And of course, none of them probably are true dupes. They're just close enough kind of shimmery lighter green colors. Next, I have Great Lakes Lacquer Greatest Gift and Honor. So that one is a light pink base with blue shimmer. I feel pink base, purple base with blue shimmer is like a polish that many brands have done. And I brought 3 here. They do range in base color, but they have very similar ideas. And I have even more examples of polishes that I do not own. So here, what I brought, you can tell one is significantly more pink and the other 2 are more purple. So the pink one is from Orly. This is in the color Beautifully Bizarre. I honestly think the polish from Great Lakes Lacquer looks more pink than purple, but I brought 2 purple ones as examples anyways. So I have Native War Paints Egg Shen's 6 Demon Bag. I think this one actually is currently on clearance on her website, so if you want a cheaper version, you might just go for this one. And this one was sent to me to swatch PR reasons. And then I also have Nails Ink Rainbow Wishes. This one has a stronger kind of blue shimmer compared to the other 2, but this is another option. And you can buy it from Sephora, and I believe it is still in stock. And I know Zoya Leslie is a really close one, and KL Polish Charmed is similar too. And then Sally Hansen, the drugstore version, actually has a color very similar to, the name of the color is called Persis-tint. And then there's the KBshimmer Succ It Up. So there are many examples, depends on, you know, what price point you want to go for. You have many options, and they are all kind of generally in the same vibe. Next, I have Wildflower Lacquer Twice the Woman. So the description of that polish is brick red base with pink to gold to green shimmer and scattered purple to blue crystal flakies and linear hollow. So I saw that picture from Wildflower Lacquer's Instagram account. And that one, I pulled 4 polishes that I feel that are similar to it. I realized I have a lot of polishes in this color family just by doing this video, and it's kind of a shocker to myself. But here I brought 4 to compare. So those 2 are a little bit more purple and those 2 are a little bit more red. I couldn't really exactly tell on my screen like which one is closer to, but I think when you look at those 4 polishes, they are all similar anyways. So the first one I brought is from Ethereal Lacquer. This is in the color We're All Mad here. So this one is very purple based, and you can see that it has a lot of flakies in there. I do feel the Wildflower Lacquer doesn't have as chunky of the flaky polish in there, so this finish might not be the closest. When you use the Ethereal Lacquer one, it clearly is a flaky polish, but I think the Wildflower Lacquer is more like a linear hollow with some flakies. But then another one that's very similar is from Pentaphalanges. This is in the color Trickle Tart. And this guy, I feel it's the similarest, but this one has glitters instead of flakies. I feel the base is very similar and the color of the glitter slash flaky is similar. For this one, the glitters are in kind of this coppery gold color. That's what I see from the Wildflower Lacquers, except that it is flaky in that one. And then I have 2 more. I do think those 2 are a little warmer than the Wildflower Lacquer one, but I think the finish of those 2 are the closest to that one. So I have Blush Lacquer Bourbon Street Beauty and Quixotic Polish Extraordinary Jellybeans. So they are finish-wise very close to what I can see from the Wildflower Lacquer. It just has kind of scattered gold flakies in there. And I mean, come on, those 2 polishes themselves are extremely similar too. I think I might have to declutter one of those. The next polish got me really intrigued. I actually really do want to purchase it too. So I saw that one. It's Pentaphalanges Dill Weed. I saw it swatched by Polish Talk Joe. She did the swatch on her Instagram and her YouTube channel, so you can go look for it. But that one is a really grayed out kind of sage jelly base with a lot of gold flakies. I brought a few polishes to compare, so let me show you what they are. So first of all, I have this Cirque Colors Mosaic. This one, I can tell that it is significantly deeper than the Pentaphalange one, but I do feel they are a little bit similar in the delicacy, so I brought it anyways, and I think this one is easier to purchase. It's not like so limited edition. So for that reason, you might want to go for this one. And then I also brought a 90 Lacquer Clover. I know 90 Lacquer tends to carry her stuff a little longer of a period of time. So for that reason, I brought this one too. But I do think this color is a little bit more like a sharp, more spring-like. It has more white in there. It's not quite as jelly-like. So for that reason, it's not quite the same. But I do feel this is a lighter green with a flaky kind of finish. So it's a little bit similar anyways. And then I have two more that are probably closer in color. Well, this one is closer, but let me talk about this cream first. This cream polish is from RX Beauty. The color is called Oliver's Olive. I chose this one mainly because on the nails, it does look a little lighter and it has a very, very glossy finish. Almost looks a little, not jelly-like, but glossy-like, just like the Pentaphalanges. And this one, clearly it's a cream. It doesn't have the added elements in there, but for some reason, it does just provide the same kind of elegant and calm kind of vibe. So I figure it's worth mentioning. And again, this brand stocks their stuff for a longer period of time, so you could probably find it more easily. And the last polish truly, I think, is the closest from Pentaphalanges. This is Safe to Sage from Moonshine Manny. I think the base color is very, very close. It's just kind of like very grayed out sage green, and it has a lot of just little flakies in there. But this one is much more opaque. It's less of a jelly finish. It's a true crelly versus the Pentaphalanges one is very much jelly-like. So for that reason, it's still different, but I think this one provides a similar vibe. And then there's another one that really is a stretch to call it close. So this is Moonshine Manny's Solar Bird. So that one is a solar polish, first of all. I do not own any solar polishes, so for that reason, it already kind of disqualifies my picks. But I do want to show that polish because it says it's a soft gray with blue flakies, and when it's exposed under the sun, it turns kind of into a space blue, the base color, and it also still, of course, has the blue flakies. So for that one, I brought one polish from ILNP Designs. This one is in the color Show Me the Monet. So this guy is a lighter kind of lavender base. It's not a space blue and it's not a gray, but somehow it does have that very calm, grayed out vibe. So for that reason, I picked it. Also, the flakies in here are kind of a purple leaning dual chrome flaky versus for Moonshine Manny, it has blue flakies. But for some strange reason, I just feel they do give a similar vibe. And I know ILNP Design tends to go on sale often and it's much cheaper. So I don't know if you are like really into this kind of color category, you do want them to be like a little bit of a difference counts for you, go for it. But for me, I personally don't wear much spring polish colors anyways. So for me, this would satisfy my crave for that kind of lighter purple, gray, blue color with some flakies. So I would wear this one instead. Next, I have Top Shelf Lacquer Drink Like a Fish. For that one, I also picked 4 polishes because again, it is in this deeper kind of purpley red color compared to the 4 that I showed you earlier. Like, come on, do I really need all of those? Look at how similar they all are. It's just ridiculous. I'm really just trying to pick now. I bet you like when I put them on my nails, I can't tell much of a difference anyways. So well, anyways, that's just a little shocker to myself. But this one, I saw it from Polish Lifting. She has a YouTube channel. She also has a blog. So you can go find some swatches from her. The description of that polish is deep purple, strong linear hollow with shifty glass fleck that shows pops of orange, pink, and green and blue. So even though it says it has the pop of color, pop of so many different colors, but really from the swatch, I couldn't see them. To me, it just looks like a really deep kind of linear hollow with some flakies, but the flakies don't show up as strong. For that reason, I picked 4. The lightest color is from Pentaphalanges. It is called Dewdrop Dreams. This one is just slightly lighter compared to the other three, and I know this one was a really popular shade when it came out, so maybe a lot of you guys do already own that one. And then I have Polished for Days. This one is Dragon Breath, and I love this one because it, you know, it's a deeper kind of purpley wine color, but it also has a kind of dual chrome shift, or maybe the shimmer is a dual chrome shimmer, so it does have a really strong kind of gold glow. It's hard to pick up on the camera, but this one is very unique and different. And then I have two that are more accurate, I think, compared to the Top Shelf Lacquer's base color. So I have Lollipop Lacquer Solitary Witches Society. This one is their Halloween collection from 2019. It's just a linear hollow, and it's very shifty, very opaque, basically a one coater, very easy to work with. So that's a gorgeous polish if you do already have it. And then lastly, I brought my Bliss Polish Sparkling Wishes. This one is a linear hollow purple, and it has a lot of orange glitters. So this one does give you that kind of pop of orange, like the description of Top Shelf Lacquer described, because it says it has pops of orange, pink, and green, and blue, even though I didn't see it. So if you really want that pop of the orange or the pink, I think Bliss Polish might be the closest because it does have that orange pop. Talking about kind of having too many deeper pinks, we just have 4 more. It truly is ridiculous. I did not realize it until I had to do this video. So thanks to that, I am gonna stop buying magenta deeper pinks from this point for a while. So for this one, I'm talking about DRK Nails All the Pinks Please. So that one was swatched by Polished Mage on her YouTube channel, and that one is a magenta pink hollow with flakies. So I brought 4 polishes because I just couldn't quite decide what color it is. The lightest that I brought is from Ever After. This one is in the color Race You to the Castle. This one does have a lot of kind of blue flakies in there. I do feel the DRK Nails doesn't really have much flakies, or the flaky isn't a contrasting color, I should say. So this one might be just a little too spicy if you are going for the more conforming kind of color, but this is a good one regardless. And then I also have Picture Polish Fancy. So this one is more like a mid-tone pink, and it's just a linear hollow with some kind of scattered silver hollow sparkles in there. So I think if you want a lighter version of that, you can just go for this one, and it's a really easy to apply polish. Or if you think the base color is slightly deeper, then I have those two. I think those two are similar too. I have Royal Street Rebel from Blush Lacquer. So this one is probably really close because it has the warm flakies in here. And you can see on top of that, it has a gold shift. I don't think the DRK Nails has that shift. And on top of that, the DRK Nails is a linear hollow. This one isn't. So for that reason, you know, if you're going for linear hollow, this might not be it. But if you're going for the flaky, then I think this is a great choice. But like I said, if you're going for the linear hollow, you can totally go for Indie Angel Elwood. So this one is just a straight up linear hollow. I think the base color is very similar, but this one does not have any flakies in it. And this one is actually really cheap. Indie Angel has really good price point on her Etsy shop. So if you want a cheaper version, you might just go for this one. All right, next I have Quixotic Ready for This Jelly. So that one is a rather unique polish. I cannot believe I don't have a super close dupe because I just feel in the Halloween-ish time, I must have worn something similar to that, but I kind of went through my collection. I just couldn't find anything. So maybe I don't. Well, I don't know, but that one is basically a emerald green to kind of purple shifty polish. It's very gorgeous. I did bring one polish from Lollipop Paws Lacquer, and this is in the color Moonchild. This is also from her Halloween collection 2019. So this one has that blue to purple shift instead of like a deeper teal green. And also this one is more of a jelly flaky base versus the Quixotic is more of a shimmery finish. So it's not quite the same, but it does have that vampy kind of weird vibe. I don't know, I think this one is the closest that I can find, and for that reason I don't think I need the Quixotic polish anymore. But it is a really gorgeous polish. It's very unique, very eye-catching, and I don't know if you would consider this one close enough, but I think for me, I probably just wear this one more time to satisfy my crave, so I don't have to purchase that one. The very last polish I want to talk about is the Lemon Lacquer, the Rainbow Fish. So that one also, I saw the swatch from the Polished Mage on her YouTube channel. So I picked a polish from Stella Chroma to compare. I feel the Rainbow Fish is slightly more purple in the base color. It's more like a blurple versus the Stella Chroma that I brought here is a lighter blue. But they both are kind of really jelly-like flaky polishes, almost like you can use it as a topper type of deal. And the shift of the flaky is it looks the same to me, like to that kind of pinker kind of color. The only difference is that the Rainbow Fish is a little deeper in base, a little bit more purple in base. But to me, I feel they are similar enough, especially if I plan to use them as toppers. I really don't think you can tell much of a difference once you put it over another color. So I think for that reason, I'm gonna pass on that one. But also, I do think that one is a really good one. I saw that polish and I thought that was beautiful, and it's very spring-like, and it's very versatile because you can use it as a topper or on its own. But if you do already have Stella Chroma, this one is also a PPU polish though. So if you already own this one, you probably don't need to buy the Lemon Lacquer one just because they are similar. So that's it now. It's a really long video. I hope this is informative. Let me know what you think of the format, the editing, the timing. Do you think showing you like 10, 11 polishes is enough? I just feel, you know, every time Polish Pickup has like so many polishes, and I really am just talking about like 10% of the stock. So I don't know if it's helpful at all. And of course, if next time you want to see some particular polishes that you are curious about, make sure you tag me or message me on Instagram or YouTube so that I can be aware of it. Maybe I can go actively search for swatch photos of that polish and see if I can find you some dupes. I mean, at the end of the day, this is for you guys. If you want to watch it, if you want to find these similar dupes, then I'm doing this, right? Also, I'm considering maybe next time I can just do a YouTube live so I don't have to edit. And also possibly I can just do it on Instagram again so I don't have to edit anything. And I would be showing you the pictures that I do have, but to do it a good old kind of YouTube form, I could insert you pictures still if I have any. So, you know, advantages, disadvantages. What do you guys all think about this? Let me know, because this is a new series for me. I'm just testing it out. I want to get better at it, obviously. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.